The Boy in the Clouds. There was once a boy who lived in the clouds, surrounded by nothingness and loneliness. He sits at the edge of the clouds, watching and listening to the kids below. Unaware of how special he was. The boy will sit quietly and listen to the kids, laughing below, telling stories to one another. The days were full of life for the children below, but not so much for the boy in the clouds. The whispers of, "I love you," and "good night," could be heard throughout the empty clouds. At times the boy was consumed by sadness. Unable to talk or feel loved by anyone, the boy in the clouds would cry. The boy could hear the kids playing and see them dancing every time he cried. The boy didn't understand why he had to be alone, stuck in that lonesome place, while the kids below could enjoy life and have someone to talk to. As the boy sat perched on the edge of his cloud, his heart heavy with longing, he couldn't help but yearn for a connection beyond the billowy emptiness that surrounded him. The children below were his constant companions in sound and sight. Yet, an insurmountable chasm seemed to separate him from their joyful world. He often wondered why he was in this solitary realm, unable to share the laughter and camaraderie that the kids below shared. His heart ached for the simple joys of companionship, for whispered secrets and shared stories, for the warmth of a hug and the reassurance of a friendly smile. Amidst the children's laughter, there were moments when the boy's sorrow became a palpable presence. Tears would well up in his eyes, and he would let them fall like raindrops, watching as they scattered into mist upon the breeze. Strangely, during these moments of sadness, the boy felt the most connected to the world below. His tears mingled with the children's play as if they carried his unspoken emotions down to where they could be felt and understood. But the boy's loneliness wasn't solely a burden. It was the crucible from which his uniqueness emerged. Unbeknownst to him, the boy possessed an extraordinary gift. His tears, touched by his profound emotions, carried a magic that gently wafted down to the earth. They fell upon the children like soft whispers of empathy, filling their hearts with compassion and kindness. One day, as the boy sat teary-eyed on the edge of his cloud, his heart aching as usual, he noticed something different. A group of children below suddenly halted their play, their faces turned toward the sky. They seemed to sense his melancholy, and for the first time, they looked up and saw the boy in the clouds. A brave and curious child named Lily gazed at the boy with wide eyes, her heart stirred by the empathy she felt radiating from him. She smiled, and at that moment, the boy felt a glimmer of the connection he had yearned for. Lily waved, and the boy, caught off guard, hesitated before raising his hand in a shy, tentative wave. Word spread among the children about the boy in the clouds who cried tears of magic. They realized that his tears carried emotions that connected them all, bridging the gap between his world and theirs. And so, from then on, whenever the boy cried, the children below would pause to look up, offering their smiles and their own waves of friendship. Over time, the boy's tears became a symbol of unity and shared emotions. The children embraced the boy's presence in the clouds, and his loneliness gradually transformed into a shared bond that spanned the heavens and the earth. The boy learned that even in his solitude, he was not alone. He had become a beacon of understanding, a reminder that emotions connected all living beings, whether they resided on the ground or high in the sky. And so, the boy who once felt isolated and adrift found his place in the world, not as a spectator of life, but as a silent friend who knew the power of tears and the magic of emotions.